Katie Lonergan, the vibrant Associate Athletics Director for Strategic and Football Communications at Notre Dame, embarks on an exhilarating journey alongside Dick Corbett head coach Marcus Freeman. Their mission? To cultivate connections with Notre Dame alumni clubs and represent Notre Dame football at high-profile fundraising events across the nation. The adventure kicks off in the sun-drenched paradise of Sarasota, Florida, where Coach Freeman and Special Teams Coordinator Marty Biaggi savor a delightful breakfast at the charming Toasted Mango. The air is fragrant with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and tropical fruits, setting a cheerful tone for the day ahead. Back at the hotel, anticipation buzzes as Coach Freeman prepares for the prestigious Dickie V Gala and the iconic Kentucky Derby. Knowing he must look sharp for such esteemed gatherings, a visit to the barber is in order. With a nod to tradition, they connect with Vinny, a skilled barber in Sarasota, who graciously arrives at the hotel to ensure both Coach Freeman and Coach Biaggi are impeccably groomed. With the gala as the day's highlight, the team enjoys a leisurely afternoon against the stunning backdrop of Sarasota's azure waters and radiant sun, perfect for a brief Cinco de Mayo celebration. Katie enjoys quality time with family, making the day even more special. At the Dickie Vital Gala, the atmosphere is electric with purpose. Coach Freeman, alongside Joanna, steps into the spotlight as a celebrity guest, aiding in the mission to raise funds and awareness for pediatric cancer research. The event is a heartwarming convergence of passion and philanthropy, where they mingle with luminaries like NBA Hall of Famer David Robinson and his son Corey, a recent Notre Dame graduate. Sitting with Terry Vitale, a Notre Dame alumna and former Irish tennis player, and her husband, Dr. Chris Sforzo, adds a personal touch to the evening. Their shared legacy as Notre Dame graduates, along with their children currently thriving in athletics at the university, creates a warm familial atmosphere that resonates deeply. As the journey culminates, Katie and the team transition from the shores of Florida to the excitement of Louisville, Kentucky. With Coach Biaggi joining them on the flight, they bond over a spirited game of bourrée and tonk, laughter echoing within the cabin as they navigate the playful competition. Upon landing at Churchill Downs, the thrill of the 149th annual Run for the Roses awaits. Katie, Coach Freeman, and their companions find camaraderie in the vibrant atmosphere, surrounded by the exhilarating energy of horse racing and the joyous spectacle of Derby Day. With close friends and Kentucky natives guiding them through the traditions of the event, Katie immerses herself in the rich tapestry of the Derby, making memories that weave together the spirit of Notre Dame and the warmth of shared experiences. Coach Freeman and Joanna have attended the Derby before, but this year was a special experience, as they had the opportunity to spend time in the mansion as guests of NBC. Thanks to the chairman of NBC Sports and Notre Dame grad Pete Bevacqua, the Freemans were able to represent the Irish and mingle with a who's who of the sports and entertainment world. The anticipation for the big race was in full force as the 170,000 in attendance all had our eyes fixed on the track as the horses and their jockeys made their way to their race stalls. Two-time Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes delivered the Riders Up call, and My Old Kentucky Home was played, and then they were off. It was an exciting race from start to finish, with Mage edging out two Phils by one length. The excitement in the air was palpable, and it was an unforgettable experience. For me and others, more than anything, there was a sense of relief that all the horses made it through the race healthy after a rough week at Churchill Downs. After the race was finished, we started to head out and ran into some Notre Dame legends in Zach Martin, Tyler Eifert, and Dan Fox. Coach Freeman was able to say hello and catch up for a minute before we had to go into stealth mode to exit the stadium and get to our car so we could avoid both an approaching thunderstorm and all the traffic of those 170,000 people leaving the area. Thanks to our driver Charles and some terrific navigating by Coach Parker, we were able to do just that and hop on our plane before the runway became standstill traffic. We landed safe and sound back in South Bend at the very same place we started the trip 5 days ago. It was a very busy week, but Coach Freeman was able to get out and meet many of the wonderful people who make up Irish Nation and also represent Notre Dame football for a good cause. That's it for the travel blog until May 15th, when Coach Freeman gets back on the road, this time heading to the Rocky Mountains.